Forgot to change into my Death Battle shirt. Silly me. Oh, hold up. I'm going to, yeah. So, basically, what we're going to do today is looking at the newest Death Battle. And the reason why I would originally want to wait for something like this, but given that it's also kind of with a Ruby character and the fact that that there will be spoilers on the outcome today, I thought, well, I'm gonna watch it, and then after that, I'm gonna be done recording. Then I gotta go get ready for work, my possible last day at my job. So, yeah, pretty much. So, the new Death Battle, people are saying that no matter the outcome, there's going to be some sort of like I don't know, people are going to be mad or something. I don't know why. But yeah, this is Weiss Schnee from Ruby and Mitsuru from Persona. Now, being a Ruby fan, I know Weiss, but no, I've never played Persona or even know who Mitsuru is. But basically, yes. And the little summary says Ruby's Ice Queen goes head to head with Persona's heiress to the Kirijo group in a chilling battle to the death. And from based on the gifs, it looks like it's got a sort of like I don't know. So today is Monday, June 10th, but if all goes well, you're seeing this on Wednesday, June 12th at around 10 a.m. So yeah, we're gonna go straight into the video. Let's see who's gonna win. Oh, there's gonna be some sort of Death Battle box going on at RTX.
They're as cold as ice.
Really?
Willing to sacrifice.
Today we're
Really?
getting together two queens of ice born into powerful, if troubled, families.
Weiss Schnee, heiress to the Schnee Dust Company and member of the Huntress Team Ruby.
And Mitsuru Kirijo, heiress to the Kirijo group and member of the Persona-wielding Seas.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a Death Battle. Now I gotta say that all the time. I'm sorry. It just happens.
The world of Remnant is known for many things. The vicious creatures called Grimm, the hunters and huntresses committed to fighting them, and the Schnee family.
Yeah, they're kind of like royalty, and
I
their
agree.
princess is Weiss Schnee. As the heiress to the family company, she grew up in a pretty cold home. Pun intended.
The Schnee family expected a lot from Weiss. It was considered essential that she live up to their highly influential name.
Too bad for them, she had her own plans.
Rejecting her father's wishes to remain at home, Weiss left to attend Beacon Academy and train to become a huntress. Literally putting the W in Team Ruby.
This music that's playing is The Crow vs. Winter.
Her own name for herself, saving the kingdom on more than one occasion, and doing so with her trusty blade, Myrtanaster.
Mutanaster.
And that's McHugh. Merc Nasty here is a
Merc
multi-action
Nasty, really?
rapier with a 3-foot-long blade. But guess what? It's also a gun. Instead of a plain old crossguard, it's got a 6-slot revolver-style chamber that Weiss fills with bullets colored like the rainbow.
Well, they're not exactly
Yeah, they're not exactly bullets.
They are vials of dust.
Dust.
Which she can fire to enhance her weapon and skills. Ironically, the Schnee Dust Company is by far one of the largest producers and exporters of dust.
Wait. They sell dust? I got a ton of that shit covered in the bookshelf in my trailer. I can sell it and finally have enough money to buy a second bookshelf. Dust
Really?
Farm, here I come.
No, not that kind of dust. In the world of Remnant, dust is an energy source, often used to fuel vehicles, androids, and weapons. Wait, you have books?
Wait, you have book?
did I
Wait,
say anything
he's got
about
books. Why would you buy a
Long
bookshelf
story
then?
short, there are 4 main types of dust.
Fire,
air, lightning,
water,
fire,
and ice. And water,
And
yeah.
Weiss likes to mix water and air together for her
I would like to
favorite,
see a lightning
ice dust.
then.
And that is why they call you the Ice Queen.
Oh.
She can also attack with fire, launch a windstorm, block attacks with barriers, and many, many other techniques. Needless to say, Myrtanaster is a surprisingly versatile weapon.
She also uses dust to boost her semblance, which is basically her X-Men superpower.
Yeah, her
Weiss gets
superpower.
hers from her family line.
It's hereditary.
She can do a bunch of stuff with it.
Hereditary.
She can make glyphs on surfaces or in the air, each with a different color denoting its ability. Black glyphs hold things in place, while white ones propel things forward. Also, by infusing glyphs with dust, she can manipulate their effects. For example,
Which
a
is
touch
kinda
of lightning
cool.
dust lets her dilate time.
Oh, that's what she
dramatically
does?
increasing her speed.
Is that what it
Or
does?
even better,
I'm so
She
dumb.
can use the glyphs to summon monsters to aid her in battle, Beastmaster
Her summons.
style. Like this crazy boar, a giant killer wasp,
Uh-huh.
and the Armagigas.
Which literally translates to giant armor in Latin.
Which is the
so-
armor that attacked her.
Damn, just imagine how great her family could be if they all didn't hate each other.
Yeah.
Unlimited dust, giant bodyguards you can summon anytime, and
I
they'd never
agree.
be stuck with warm beer.
Unfortunately, the
Yeah.
Schnee family does suffer from some rocky relationships, with the exception of Weiss and her older sister, Winter.
Wait, go back. Is her dad Colonel Sanders?
Oh, for fuck's
Yes,
sake.
there's a certain
No,
resemblance.
they do look like it.
KF Schnee? No wonder they're so rich.
Where did you get that chicken?
What? You don't carry pocket chicken?
So back on
That is
top,
gross.
Weiss has a very powerful and versatile ability, and like
She
most
can only-
semblances,
she can summon
it's powered
creatures
by
that-
her aura.
I'm gonna pause it real quick. According to that, it says that she can summon creatures she has previously slain in battle. Specifically goes to hold particular importance to her personal growth. Yeah, Winter can summon multiple creatures, multiples of a single creature, but Weiss hasn't shown that yet. But one day we will.
Which is like an invisible shield around her body. She's basically unkillable while it's up.
Though the aura itself isn't indestructible, it can be depleted after taking a lot of damage
Ugh.
and needs time to restore itself. Without it, she cannot use her semblance, and she's much more vulnerable.
But that aura is pretty friggin' tough. It was just enough to take a full-on hit from a geyser of lava.
Lava
Pretty
can
much,
reach temperatures up
which
to
is
1200
1200.
degrees Celsius, enough to melt iron. And during a food fight of all things, she was thrown.
Pause real quick. Let's go talk to Siri about this. How many degrees in Fahrenheit is 1200 degrees Celsius?
Here's some information.
Ah. Convert 1200 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit.
It's 2,192 degrees Fahrenheit.
I hope you caught that. That's 2000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Into a pillar so hard it was obliterated.
Hey, Wiz, I've been in a few food fights in my time, and that shit gets intense. And that one's tame by comparison.
But greatest of all, with a combination of ice and her aura, she survived riding atop a speeding train crashing
did.
through concrete. By measuring the diameter of the resulting hole and applying the values of fragmentation, this means Weiss survived an impact equal to over 7 tons of TNT.
But it's not
Oh,
just
I
Weiss
didn't
and
notice
stuff.
that she was
Her gloves
smiling
are
and the
strong enough
thumbs
to
up.
Catapult the Armagigas, and with her ice powers, she's knocked around a giant mech.
Man, the
built for
animation has
fighting
really
Godzilla-sized
changed.
Grim.
Compared to the
keep-
height of
I
her
keep saying
teammate
that every
nearby,
time.
It appears she created over 2,000 metric tons of ice. Obviously, that much ice doesn't fit into 2 vials of dust. She's likely using the ocean as a base to exert fusion energy and vaporization
Indeed.
energy on the nitrogen.
Kinda
in
like a
the
power
air,
source.
thereby freezing it like
Look at
so.
all that math,
Note,
man.
This would require over
I'm not a
900
scientist.
billion joules of energy, equivalent to detonating around 230 tons of TNT.
Wow, no wonder she could push that big old robot around. Plus, Weiss can also move super quick, dodging missiles and even hitting bullets out of the air.
And with time dilation, she can stay nearly untouchable while taking out her opponents in the blink of an eye.
Like that old saying, float like an inner tube on a lazy river and sting like your pee in the morning.
Please go to a doctor. Throughout her journey,
Oh, this is
Weiss
the,
has overcome all
this is the
sorts of
song from-
dangers, but her most
from the
difficult
Volume 6
test
intro.
may have been the moment her father cut her out of the family, leaving her financially broke and dismissed from her birthright.
Ah, boo-hoo, no more allowance. Still, she's powered through and made a name for herself
Indeed.
as a huntress. With the Ruby team at her back, I think she's found the family she truly belongs to.
Indeed.
I'm more than a name.
Indeed. Now let's check out Mitsuru.
In the early 2000s, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Japan who didn't know of the Kirijo Group, a global conglomerate involved in nearly every aspect of daily life. And the heiress to this impressive company was a young girl named Mitsuru Kirijo.
Mitsuru
But
Kirijo.
unknown to her, the family company was into some pretty sketchy stuff. Her grandpa started experimenting with some sort of mental world called the Mind Place.
Or
What?
more officially, the collective unconscious, a realm connected to every living being's subconscious mind. And within the collective unconscious dwells shadows, fragments of human psyche which often appear as malevolent monsters.
They're basically demons.
Yeah,
Kind
basically,
of.
yeah.
However, there's another sort more directly integrated with the minds of individual people, effectively becoming their shadow selves.
So some of them are demons who want to kill you, and some of them are demons who are part of your brain?
Close enough.
Yeah,
Well,
close
Grant
enough.
tried to get
Yeah.
the shadows for himself, but as anyone who's tried to summon demons will tell you, don't do that. Trust me, it never
Yeah,
works
yeah.
out. And when it does, it doesn't.
Chaos Incarnate erupted. The resulting explosion from his experiment released the shadows into reality to prey on an unsuspecting populace, and unveiled the Tartarus, a citadel between
The
worlds.
Tartarus.
The Earth was drastically changed with a new dark hour, an extra hour of time occurring at midnight.
Most folks didn't notice, though. The world basically freezes in time during the dark hour, including
Really?
people. So nobody's got to pick up a new 25-hour clock, because when the hour runs up, everything continues like nothing happened. It's like getting an extra hour of secret sleep.
Really?
But some people are able to operate during this hour, including Mitsuru, which she decided to take full advantage of.
Yeah, she felt pretty guilty about her family. Basically,
Alright, so let me get this straight. In this extra hour, pretty much time freezes. But there are the select few who are able to move into this during the freezing time for 1 hour, for an extra hour. Neat.
ruining everything and sending hundreds of murder monsters into the world. So she swore to fix her grandpappy's mess.
And while she's certainly skilled with a rapier thanks to her time in fencing club, a single sword would never be enough to combat the hordes of shadows. Luckily, her first experience with the Dark Hour helped her out in this regard.
That's one way to put it. She and her dad were almost murdered by spooky shadows.
But this event also led to an awakening. With the threat of death itself mere seconds away, Mitsuru dug deep within and found a new weapon, her shadow self.
And that's
Her
how she
shadow
became
self.
a person user.
Persona user.
Persona.
That's what I said.
Thanks to this fateful night, Mitsuru can summon a manifestation of her personality known as a persona. This was Penthesilea, who would eventually evolve
Penthesilea.
into her ultimate form, Artemisia.
Artie is
Artemisia.
the best non-imaginary friend you could ask
Penthesilea
for. She's
Artemisia.
got all sorts of powerful ice spells. She can heal
No.
Mitsuru's wounds. She can drain someone's energy and add it to Mitsuru's own. And she can blow people up with Megadeal.
Megadolin.
It's a big purple kaboom that ignores special
Megadeal.
defenses. Anyway, and to top it all off, she's got a kinky ice whip.
While Artemisia cannot really be killed, she does have her limits. When a persona is overtaxed or takes too much damage, it becomes broken and unusable for a short time.
And since Artemisia is technically part of Mitsuru's mind, when the persona gets hurt, so does she.
But this connection also grants Mitsuru her own set of special powers. She's
Really?
physically superior to most others. She can also sense the locations of people and layouts of buildings through analytical clairvoyance. She's also immune to ice and the cold, so I'm not really sure why she needs a giant fur coat.
Everyone needs a good fur coat, Wiz. Come on.
I guess. It is a pretty nice coat. Anyway, Mitsuru wasn't going into battle alone. She gathered
got
a team
her
of Persona
friends.
users to form the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, or SEAS, which is much
SEAS.
easier to say. The team
Yeah.
set out to explore Tartarus, combat the shadows, and put an end to the Dark Hour, while also scoring some extra credit because it was technically an after-school club.
Japanese
Oh,
schools
it is?
are way more hardcore than ours.
And with a team at her back,
I agree,
Mitsuru needed a
Japanese-
tool to
Japanese schools are more
reliably summon
hardcore.
personas with. And so came the Evoker, which might be a little disturbing to some people, so fair warning.
Yeah, it looks just like a gun, and that's kind of the point. The idea is to use the gun to create an extremely traumatic experience similar to how Mitsuru first evoked her own persona.
Specifically, this is accomplished by aiming the thing at your face and pulling the trigger.
That
That's
is.
definitely not how guns are supposed to work.
Questionable.
So you use
concepts
that to
aside,
summon-
Mitsuru and her persona are
summon
an
your
absolute
persona?
terror
That's
on
kinda
the
stupid.
battlefield.
Oh, God! Did she just cut off that thing's dick?
Yes, she
Oh.
did, Boomstick, and it was a goddamn cannon.
Oh
Yeah,
horror,
got it.
But also
The cannon.
dick.
Mitsuru is quick enough to dodge gunfire. Heck, another Persona user is even fast enough to outrun a bullet fired by a Magnum.
Those usually have a muzzle velocity of over 360 meters per second.
And Personas
How do you know
can move
that?
even faster. Naotos could react to and catch an arrow in milliseconds, and Mitsuru has defeated her in battle.
But hey, how about that time Mitsuru and her whole team survived an explosion that totally wrecked this whole bridge? Now, in my humble opinion, using my very own
Look at this. Not enough. Basic campfire. Most huggable. The Michael Bay. Shit, we're dead. Better than self.
measurement chart, I'd say this blast falls somewhere in the range of, oh shit, we're dead.
Interesting, but let's use some real science now.
Yeah.
This is real science. I tested explosions and their real effects on real people, just like you.
Wait, what?
I'm a real scientist now.
But that's... Wait, real people?
Wait, what?
Boomstick? Where are the interns?
The
interns-
Hey, look, I got you that coat that you wanted.
Ooh, thank you. Oh, it's so soft.
So are the interns. But hey, Wiz, there's one more math thing you gotta do. By working with another Persona user, Yukari, Mitsuru helped freeze up this giant, creepy puppet monster.
Well, again, taking nitrogen into account as it comprises 70% of air's makeup, we can apply its required fusion energy and vaporization energy to find this.
It's so
sequence
kind
with
of
an
dumb. You still
energy
gotta
output
put a
equal
gun to your
60
head,
kilotons of
fire a
TNT.
blank or
Though
something,
this
and
can't
just to
all
summon
be
that thing.
attributed to
That's
Mitsuru
kind of
as
dumb.
she did
But
have help.
That's still a hell
But
of
it's
a
how the
lot
cup-
of ice.
but it's how it's
Mitsuru
made.
and Artemisia sure make a powerful pair.
And even after successfully ending the Dark Hour and redeeming her family name, Mitsuru continued battling for people everywhere, one shadow at a time.
This appears to be just the beginning.
agreed.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
All right. I'm not gonna choose. I'm just gonna let the battle flow, and we'll see who wins. And then after that, I'm gonna watch all the fucking responses to this video, to this episode, and see who got butthurt from this. It's already started.
Such good form. You fight with a sense of ease. Thank you, but flattery will get you nowhere.
Also, I think someone told me this. I saw that on Twitter. Isn't Mitsuru's voice actress Elizabeth Maxwell, who also voices Winter? Let me know in the comments below, man. Well, actually, you know what? I'll look at it right now. I'll look at it through the trusty phone. Mitsuru Kirijo. Da 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 da. Voice actor. Oh, it's Tara Platt. Okay. Who was I thinking of then? Who was I thinking that Elizabeth Maxwell was? Oh well. Oh man, the 3D is actually pretty good. This would better be really bloody made. This kind of animation. Ah.
Fighting me with ice. Ironic. And a waste of time. Artemisia!
Yeah, that's Tara Platt. It sounds like her. We'll have to look at the credits. Oh, Jesus Christ. It could be a possibility for Weiss winning because if she takes down the...
Me, Ice Queen. So that's what it's like.
Because if she destroys the persona, it hurts. It hurts Mitsuru. But then again... Oh. We'll just have to see when the battle ends. Ooh. Oh, dang, she's strong. Ow, really? A kick to the face? That's what you gotta do. Oh. I'm on it. I wish you could have made it like glow, like a little bit like a glow effect on that thing, because that's what it made the summons look cooler, because they had the glow.
As a valiantly. But now, you'll fall by my own hand!
I can do this on my own.
Artemisia! No mercy!
How strong are you?
Oh, really?
Strong enough.
Oh, dear God. Wow. Okay.
Well, Wiz, I'm glad we got these coats, cause that was cool.
Weiss was incredibly skilled. Her versatility certainly proved a challenge for Mitsuru, and she held a decent advantage in speed thanks to time dilation. Though to be fair, Mitsuru's analytical clairvoyance meant it would have been pretty difficult for Weiss to get the jump on her. Plus, Naota's persona had to move around Mach 7 to catch that arrow in such a short amount of time, so Artemisia must be capable of similar speeds.
Yeah, but slowing down time seems like an instant win move, doesn't it?
In some ways, yes, but we look for who can win the most matches overall, not just a couple times out of 1,000 possibilities thanks to one good move.
Yeah, even though Weiss had plenty of attack options, Mitsuru's defenses were just too strong. Like how she completely canceled Weiss's ice attacks.
This presented a unique problem for Weiss, who has always been fairly reliant on ice techniques. She was forced to use dust, which she has less experience with.
Plus, Weiss and her summons have never dealt damage anywhere close to that "oh shit, we're dead" explosion that
Oh yeah,
Mitsuru
that's
survived.
true.
By taking the diameter of the blast here and comparing it to real-life nukes, then considering how far Mitsuru was from the center of it, she took a hit worth over 21 tons of TNT.
Damn.
Definitely higher than Weiss's 7-ton train feat.
Frankly, Mitsuru's survivability and power output outclassed Weiss. Even if we cut her major ice feat in half since she was aided by Yukari, Mitsuru still output 130 times more energy than Weiss when she attacked that mech.
But numbers aren't everything,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Sure, there's always a new way to look at things. For instance, Weiss's arsenal was limited by her aura and dust supply, while Mitsuru had no such constraint on her own powers.
It takes a long time to restore aura, and remember, when a persona gets broken, it can just come back a few seconds later.
Which was
That's
extremely
true.
useful, as Artemisia could heal Mitsuru at any time, undoing whatever progress Weiss had made.
Oh man, what an ice-cold move!
While Weiss's speed and versatility
But what about
probably
the-
fight, Mitsuru's greater defense, raw power, and more reliable arsenal.
Well, at least it didn't
proved
end
much
up like
for the
bloody.
Artemis.
She had no chance.
The winner is Mitsuru Kirijo.
Hey, thanks for watching Death Battle. Don't go away just yet. We're about to announce the next fight.
And if you haven't seen the latest episode of our podcast, the Death Battle Cast, you can click it right there.
Alright, let's see who's next. Oh, you've got it. Johnny Cage versus Captain Falcon. Sweet. Alright, so it looks like that episode. Shit. Yeah. So, looks like, yeah, the first. Look that. Yeah, so Weiss lost, and yeah, I'm gonna be seeing a lot of negative comments about that, and we're gonna be seeing that on Twitter and stuff. Like, oh, Weiss should have won. Oh, Weiss should have won. Oh, for fuck's sakes, they left something out in there. Oh, yeah, just go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's a death battle. It's fictional characters. Don't be butthurt about it. I mean, yeah, sure, some people will get emotional, but then they move on knowing that it's a fictional character. But it will, yeah. And it was, yeah, pretty much. And the next death battle is going to be Johnny Cage versus Captain Falcon. That's a surprising one right there. And that episode comes out July 1st that's Monday, July 1st, which means I'll be able to react to it and upload it the day I head out to Austin. So that's good timing. So July 1st I'll record, have it scheduled for July 3rd, and by the time I get to Austin, my reaction has already come out and it's uploaded and all that. So hopefully all goes well. I'm not going to be able to share it on Twitter because, well, Wi-Fi kind of sucks. So, it's a good thing I couldn't choose because I wanted to let the outcome be what it was, and needless to say, Mitsuru won, Weiss lost, and I liked it that they didn't include like, I don't know, like a lot of blood. It's just a stab, boom, falls to the ground, her weapon falls and breaks. I'll take that. No, not even a pool of blood. That's a good thing. So, yeah, and it's kind of also with Yang versus Tifa, except Yang had like a little cut on her eye, but she just snapped Tifa's neck. Now we need to get Blake and maybe Ruby. I don't know about Ruby, but maybe Blake. Yeah. So, what are you gonna do? All right. Thank y'all for watching. If you guys want to check out all my death battle reactions, there's gonna be a link to every reaction I've done in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, comments are gonna be held until like 2 days after this video comes out. So, and any horrible negative comments will be removed and deleted. So yeah. All right. Catch you all later.